Hey guys, Monsterling here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and I tweeted about this as soon as we knew that Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK was coming, but we are jumping in once again for the rebirth of the all BARDOCK team. So we have the Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK, every form of BARDOCK basically. Let's do this. Let me quickly grab these orbs. So this is the team that we're running. Unfortunately, Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK is not on Revenge, so we can't run everything under the AGL BARDOCK, who obviously, that would be much better because, you know, having the much higher leader skill, it would enable us to do some harder events. But every one of the BARDOCK units is on Crossover, which is, of course, the leader skill for Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK. It's only free key and 120%, but that should work out nicely. I actually found a random guest with a Rainbow Star BARDOCK set as their friend, so that is very good. I didn't check their links though, actually. Mine is 2 dupes, but I have been leveling up his links. Okay, he's got like a tiny bit done, but if we look at my one, yeah, he's at like 8s and 9s, so very good. And then Super Saiyan 3 BARDOCK, Physical Super Saiyan 1, STR Super Saiyan 2, and then of course the Masked Saiyan as well. So because despite his, despite him, you know, shouting the opposite every time he super attacks, Masked Saiyan is BARDOCK, so full BARDOCK team. Every time BARDOCK gets a new form or like a new good unit, I basically do another one of these all BARDOCK teams. So obviously you can expect the next one to come when Masked Saiyan gets his Easy A, because unfortunately Masked Saiyan is definitely one of the weaker links on this particular team build, because without his Easy A he's just not really built to compete in some of these harder events, which is a shame. But same, unfortunately though, the same goes for the STR Super Saiyan 2 and the Physical Super Saiyan 1. They're just not really cut out for the harder events. But we can lower attack all the way through this stage, so we're going to go ahead and do that here. And then yeah, we need a super with Super Saiyan 3 BARDOCK because he gets all of his defense on super attack. And then we can't get a super for you, so I guess we'll just grab this. Drop down the red orbs ready for next turn. So, obviously, Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK, one of his better attack links is Saiyan Raw, which, of course, no one else on this team is going to have. But he does also have the First Awakened, which is also a very good attack link. Super Saiyan 3 BARDOCK has it, the Physical Super Saiyan BARDOCK has it, and then AGL BARDOCK, when he actually transforms up to Super Saiyan, he has it as well. So the main rotations that we want to run is this one that we've got set up already with the AGL BARDOCK with the Super Saiyan 4, because once he awakens, they're going to link up super well. And then we will have Super Saiyan 3 with the other Super Saiyan 4, so that that First Awakened link is always going to be up. And of course Super Saiyan, as well as like Prepared for Battle. And then we have the support coming in from the Physical and the STR Super Saiyan BARDOCKs, giving a nice little bit of extra attack. So, I mean, this team definitely could hold its own. Like, it's a fun kind of team. Obviously, it'd be quite hard to find Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK friends most of the time, I guess. But it's definitely like a fun team to run. If you just wanted to do Dokkan events, like if I was having to farm the medals for, say, like Vegito, so I've got to do his event like 11 times, this would be a really fun team to use to do that, because it would easily be able to clear Dokkan events. It's just, unfortunately, with how weak defensively the support BARDOCKs and currently before his Easy A Masked Saiyan are, because we're only running everything under a double 120 lead, there is of course the it just, you know, it just adds to the difficulty for doing any sort of harder events. That's why we've jumped into one of the easier stages of Infinite Dragon Ball history, where we can also lower attack, because that's going to help us out all throughout the event. So double super from Masked Saiyan is obviously big here, because we get the double attack lower. But of course she's just going to super attack anyway, so type disadvantage, this is probably going to hurt quite a bit. Yeah, 150k, okay. And then, of course, unfortunately, that removes the passive from Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK to get the type effective and guaranteed crits, which is unfortunate. But so let's do this. I'm so glad it's not taking the red ones, because that will drop them down ready for Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK. So that's actually quite good. I think, even without the guaranteed crit and anything, I think between the two BARDOCKs in slot 1 and 2, we should take him out. One thing I'm going to have to constantly try and remember throughout this video is to not just refer to whichever unit I'm talking about at the time as just BARDOCK, because it's literally every single unit on the team. But yeah, AGL BARDOCK, decent damage from him. Obviously, he's infinitely stacking his defense, so we do want to wait a little bit until we transform him into the Super Saiyan form, even though that's obviously going to help out with the links with Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK. But we do want to make the most of it so he doesn't get destroyed later on in the event because his defense is too low. So we'll go ahead and do this. We will grab these for you. That should drop the physical one down as well. And then let's go ahead and do this, because I'm a bit concerned about taking some damage this turn. I obviously want to try and keep above the 80% HP as much as possible, so we can at least get the type effectiveness with BARDOCK. Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK, because you have to be above 90% HP to get the guaranteed crit, which obviously on a team where we've got a whole bunch of units who are not really going to tank particularly well. Oh, look at that. I was just about to say, super attack completely throws a wrench in that plan, but Super Saiyan 3 BARDOCK coming in with the dodge. So I don't think we've had a chance to attack lower him yet, though, so I was going to say he probably hits the physical guy quite hard. But we are still above 80%, so we do have our effective against all types active. His defense is just over 100k, so it's a little bit too soon to transform him, I think. So we will grab all of these, and then all of these, and then tech orbs for you. So that worked out quite nicely. Get a nice little bit of health back. The transforming BARDOCK here having type advantage is obviously really useful, because he should do a pretty solid bit of damage here. Yeah, nearly 1.5. And the additional super is massive, because that's the thing. We're waiting for his defense to get high enough so we can transform him. So every additional super attack is a step closer to his defense being at the kind of level that we want. I want to get it to around 200k before we transform. So so how much does he actually raise his defense? It doesn't. Does it say? It's part of his passive, isn't it? So it's 100%. So his defense will go up to... Yeah, it only goes up to like just under 80k. So the Super Saiyan 4 does actually have more defense. So we should do this. So do this, and then this. And then we are going to get the Dokkan. I kind of don't want the Dokkan attack this turn, though. So let me try and avoid it. Let's do this. Okay, cool. So maybe we will transform AGL BARDOCK next turn. We'll see what his defense is going to be like. Because if we transform him next turn, he's going to get a big Dokkan attack. Because obviously once he transforms, you have those first few sets of turns where he gets the ability to get crits and dodges, which is obviously going to be very helpful. 71k on Super Saiyan 2 BARDOCK though. Oof. So that means we do lose our passives for Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK. Yeah, he's at 171k. Yeah, that's probably close enough. Let's go for it. So we'll transform BARDOCK here. Never get sick of this animation. Okay, so now we've got the first awakened up, Super Saiyan, and prepared for battle. Yeah, it's the same. Does he have extra links with the physical one? Yeah, of course he does. So really, it's probably better to put him in the second slot here. But he'll definitely do more damage than Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK. But he then also will tank better, so... let's just let Super Saiyan 4 BARDOCK get the Dokkan attack, why not? It doesn't really matter. I think the sheer amount of damage that we're probably going to put out this turn, I imagine we probably kill him this turn anyway. And so the Dokkan attack is going to give us a pretty reasonable heal. So let's make sure we actually hit all of these nodes. Oh, it's not going too fast. Even with the mouse, it's nice and easy to do that one. So 1.5 million attack stat for the BARDOCK. This is my one, of course, the 2 dupes one. Obviously getting the nice boost now from the AGL BARDOCK having Super Saiyan and the first awakened active. So 1.6 million, not bad. And then he only takes like 6,000 from the normal attacks. That's actually really not that bad. And of course AGL BARDOCK now just going to come in. Full level 10 links. Just a nice 2 million damage and a dodge. Can the physical one finish him off here? Come on. He's only got a 640k attack stat, but come on, take him out. Yes, get that crit. Let's go. So we can move on to the first cell. Yeah, first cell. Ooh, okay. So it's a shame Marseillan kind of has to be off rotation the whole time, because him lowering attack here would be very good. I guess I could float off Super Saiyan 3, but then they don't really have a lot of links. What links do they actually share? Saiyan Warrior Race and Prepared for Battle. Yeah, it's not so great. And then, of course, the Super Saiyan 3 one does have experienced fighters as well, so that is actually very good. I guess we will just do this. We'll have to go without the attack lowering, at least for these first couple of hits. So hopefully Super Saiyan 3 Bardock doesn't get super attacked. And then Marseillan is going to lower attack, so he should be okay in the final spot, because we at least have type advantage with him. 1.37. Oh, and the additional. Let's go. Come on, Rainbow Friend. Getting those guaranteed crits with the type advantage, thanks to us being on full HP. And then Bardock. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Oh, of course. I knew. Why? I spoke it into existence. I shouldn't have said anything. 190k. Oof. Yeah, see, Marseillan would not have taken that much damage, even though his defense is not great, but, you know, he at least has type advantage. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to pop another item here, and we are now missing out on our special abilities for Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. So, if I do this, will this connect these down? No. Wonderful. I guess then we just do this. I mean, I have to use an item this turn anyway, so we will Android 8 here. And then, well, I guess we might as well get a super for you. So, obviously Super Saiyan Bardock in slot 1, now that he's transformed, is going to be putting out a ton of damage. It's a shame we couldn't super with the Super Saiyan 4. But, I mean, we can't seal at the moment, which is kind of annoying. And he doesn't get any effect on his super, so he's not, like, raising his defense. Wow, we took 10 damage from the super attack. AGL Bardock is so good. He's very underrated. Like, whilst he's not the best link partner for him, of course, because you kind of want a Super Saiyan 4, like, the rotation of those two together is very good. Because, obviously, we are, like, memeing around, especially because you guys know that I love Bardock, but, like, most people are not going to be running the all Bardock team. But because the AGL one is on crossover, like, that rotation is actually pretty good on that team. It's just the fact that, obviously, if you got lucky and pulled, like, all the new Super Saiyan 4s, chances are you're just running, like, most of the Super Saiyan 4s as your main rotations. But he definitely fits in well, because once he transforms, they link together super good. And then, of course, if you were floating if you're running double Vegito leads, and then you run the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock and AGL Bardock rotation, then one of those Vegetos is going to be floating. So when they float into the turn, you can put him in slot 3. He's not only a support unit for the rotation, but then he is giving the STR1 Saiyan Raw as well. So that would actually be very good. So let's do this. And then these for you. And then we can get a super with you as well. Perfect. So I wasn't actually sure if I was going to do the whole run, because I wasn't necessarily sure if we could do the whole run with this team. Because beforehand, the best leader we had technically to run the all Bardock team was Marseillan, because some of them are just all on different categories and stuff, right? So it was a lot more difficult to actually fit them all in. And even with his easy A on JP, like, his leader skill does not become high enough for them to be competitive in harder events. So this 120 lead for the crossover is basically the best we got. And unfortunately, we get the attack lower in there, but then we get a super attack. So not much we can really do about that. Gonna have to go ahead and Princess Snake here. This is where it starts to get dangerous. As we start getting closer and closer to the end, it starts to become more and more likely that we get turns like that where we catch the offhand super attack, lose a ton of HP. At least there's not a lot of attacks in the back for the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock to have to contend with. But 1.8 from him is pretty good, and then we get the crit as well. Good old Rainbow Friend. I can't believe I found a Rainbow Guest set Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. That's pretty good. Nice damage from the Super Saiyan 3, because at least we have type advantage. So hopefully we don't take too much here. Yeah. It's this guy I'm worried about. I really, really want them to give these other Bardocks the easy A's. Because obviously now that Mars Saiyan has his easy A on JP, these other Bardocks awakened with the Mars Saiyan Dokkan event medals, like when he first came out. So it is very possible that sometime, hopefully not too far away, they'll bring back the Mars Saiyan Easy A event, and then you have to like refarm the medals like we've had to do for some of the other different versions of characters. But refarm the medals to then Easy A the Bardocks. Because if the physical and the STR, I mean, I guess they do all of them, but specifically talking about like the build that we've got here, if they Easy A the physical and the STR, like Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 Bardocks, then I feel like this team could actually be pretty good. We'd still be stuck under only a 120 leader, but be pretty good. We still can't get super attack for Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. That's so annoying. I don't want to mess up the flow of the tech orbs. I think we can get those. Yeah, okay, good. Because at least we can still lower attack all the way through. We just really need him to not super attack in slot 1. That would be perfect here. Because in Bardock. Okay, good. 89k. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can super the Super Saiyan 4 one. That's fine. We got type advantage over here. His defense isn't the best, but yeah, 73. He took less damage from that super attack than the Super Saiyan 3 took from a normal attack. So Mars Saiyan at least going to come in and lower the attack here. Okay. Oh, this is getting it's getting a bit sketchy because we're getting closer and closer to the end, but I'm not sure if can I get these orbs to drop down in such a way? No, because I'd have to do this. And let's do this. Is that going to do anything for us here? No. It's the only problem with his only key link really that we're getting to use is prepared for battle. And obviously now after the link update, when you don't get double key links being in the middle slot, because if it still worked that way, then we would be all good here for getting the super with Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. But apparently we're going to be out of luck again. I guess I could probably put off using it just in case, but we'll go ahead and use the Android 8 here. So I think we're probably getting close to the end of this run, not so much out of choice, but out of the fact that the final tech cell is definitely going to be dealing a lot of damage to the physical STR Bardocks and Mars Saiyan. And we now have no items left, so run is probably going to be over shortly. I mean, I didn't expect us to make it all the way through, but I mean, we're going to get to the last phase, I think. 83k, okay, that's not too bad. Oh god, I forgot Cell can lock you in place. Oof, at least he only locked him in the middle, that's fine. He's only taking the one attack, which we obviously very much need to not be a super attack. But Rainbow Friend Bardock in slot 1, he should do some good damage here. 1.7 mil. I mean, to be fair, we're not seeing too bad attack stats out of these guys, considering we do only have a 120 lead. Just imagine this team if you could actually put them all under a 170 leader. I mean, the support units would still be like the liabilities defensively, but man, this team could definitely do some of the harder events if we could actually do that. But because, yeah, I mean, you just give these support units, like, you think about some of the stuff they've given to support units nowadays. Like, look at how crazy good Toa is, Supreme Kai of Time, and then we've got, like, the most recent awakening from the World Tournament on Global, the STR High School Gohan. They've made support units insanely good now. But, yeah, unfortunately, our support unit in the third slot getting super attacked. So that is it for the Team Bardock run. We managed to get pretty close up to the end, so I guess not too bad. Maybe we shot a little bit too high by going for an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, but hey, there you go. I mean, if you can build this team, you'll be able to beat Dokkan events. So, I mean, you know, maybe when a new boss rush stage comes out, I'll use this team for that video or something. just to make it a little bit more of a challenge, since we won't just absolutely sail through it. But that team could easily do that. And then, of course, remember in the future, Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock will get an awakening, and that will increase the percentage of his crossover leader skill and thus make this team even better. So I guess onwards and upwards, there will be more Team Bardock videos in the future as more units come out. But there you go. So let me know what you guys think down below of the newest iteration of the all Bardock team. Definitely looking forward to the Marseillan EZA. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long for that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord down in the description and join in the fun over there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.